This is Dr. Rebecca Johansson, running and triathlon coach with the Performance Project. You can find us at theperformance-project.com. Today's Sports Science mini lecture is part 2 on how to create a good benchmark workout. And today we're going to be discussing testing the reliability of a benchmark workout. The data that I'm going to show on this presentation is from my PhD that I completed at the University of Cape Town, and my supervisors were Professor Mike Lambert and Dr. Jurin Swart. So step 1 in testing the reliability is you should have the athlete repeat the workout, the benchmark workout, 4 times in a relatively short time frame. So this is assuming that the athlete hasn't completed that specific workout before. So you need a minimum of 4 workouts if that's the case. So the first run or the first workout would be for the athlete to become familiar with the session. So there is a learning effect that happens. So they'll probably get better by the second workout just because they've become familiar with how to do the workout. So that first session with them just getting familiar is very important. And then workouts numbers 2 through 4 should be done within a 5-day time frame during the week. So that's assuming that the athlete has a job like a typical 9 to 5 job that's Monday to Friday. And it's important to do it during the week in that instance because lifestyle tends to change on the weekends. And it's important that you instruct the athlete to keep training load the same for the duration of testing. So you shouldn't have the athlete do a repeatability study while they're tapering for a big race or when training is ramping up. Training should be pretty consistent throughout the duration of the testing. And number 2, sleep and diet should be the same for the duration of testing. So you should instruct the athlete to go to bed at the same time every day and wake up at the same time each day for the week that they're repeating the workouts. And the diet and hydration and caffeine should stay the same. And number 3, the workout should be done in the same place and at the same time of day for each session. This is very important. So they need to do the workout on the same route for each time, and it should be completed at the same time of day because there are circadian rhythms for heart rate and hormone levels, and that's going to affect your results if they don't do it at the same time of day. So step 2 is to use surveys to confirm similar training and stress state for the testing duration. So for my reliability study, I used 2 surveys for the athletes. The first one was a fatigue and muscle soreness questionnaire, and that was quite simple. It was just ranking a 1 to 10 scale where they completed that survey after each benchmark workout that they did. And the question was simply, how would you rank your fatigue today on a scale of 1 to 10? How would you rank your muscle soreness today on a scale of 1 to 10? And then the second survey I used was the DALDA, or the Daily Analysis of Life Demand Survey. And that's a series of questions to gauge what the athlete's current stress level is. So for my reliability study, I got favorable results. So for workouts 2, 3, and 4, there were no changes in fatigue, muscle soreness, or life demands, which was really good and essential for my study to have scientific rigor. And then the third step is after the athlete has done the 4 workouts, you're only going to use workouts numbers 2, 3, and 4 to calculate the reliability. So in this table, we're just going to talk about the 2 columns circled in blue. So the first one is TEM, so typical error of measurement. So that's going to be the noise around your measurement. And for us, the main outcome of interest was heart rate during the fartlek run. So the noise around our measurement for heart rate for the workout was 3 beats per minute. So if the athlete has a change in heart rate plus or minus 3 beats per minute, that would be considered noise or just completely random change. And then the second column that's circled in blue is ICC, so intra-class correlation coefficient, and that is the test, retest, repeatability. So if you have an ICC value of 1, that would mean in this instance that heart rate was exactly the same for runs numbers 2, 3, and 4. And we had ICC values ranging from 0.93 to 0.96. So it had the workout had very good test, retest, repeatability, which is nice. And I've included a screenshot of Will Hopkins, who is a sports scientist, and he has a website completely dedicated to statistics in the field of sports science. And he explains all the different types of statistical tests really, really nicely. And it's a great resource for sports scientists, coaches, or athletes who are interested in using some of their training data and running some actual scientific tests on it. And he also has spreadsheets where you won't have to actually do the calculations yourself. You just have to enter your training data into the spreadsheet, which is very helpful.